Hello students, how are you today? I hope you are good. Are you safe at home? Let's start our English class, lesson 3. It's for you, the first grade. It's me, Teacher Val. Nosso conteúdo da aula de hoje é sobre the Olympic Games. Nosso objetivo é identificar e recapitular nomes de países em inglês, desenvolver a interpretação textual em inglês e conhecer sobre as curiosidades dos Jogos Olímpicos. So, students, on the last class we researched something about the Olympic Game, ok? Vocês pesquisaram alguns tópicos sobre os Jogos Olímpicos. Here we have some curiosity. What do you know about, students? What do you know? This year, our Olympic Games is in Tokyo, and we have so many sports. Do you research about it? Yeah? Excellent. Now some curiosities. Number 1. The first Olympic Games took place in the 8th century before Christ in Olympia, in Greek. So it's very, very ancient. Muito antigo os Jogos Olímpicos, né, students? Number 2. English and French are the official language of the Olympics. Se algum dia vocês observarem, na cerimônia de abertura e nos jogos, sempre fala em inglês e depois francês. Ou é francês ou inglês, a gente não tá lembrando. Mas sempre utiliza esses dois idiomas. Além do idioma da cidade sede. The 3 modern Olympic Games have been cancelled. So, há 3 Olimpíadas que não aconteceram, que foram durante as 2 guerras mundiais, embora a Segunda Guerra em 2 datas diferentes. 4. Do you know, students, the gold medals are most made of silver? Se vocês pesquisou um pouquinho sobre as medalhas, né? Nós temos the gold and silver medals. And a medalha de ouro, the gold, não é totalmente de ouro. Do you know about that? 5. Humans were first allowed to participate in 19 at the second modern Olympic Games. Então, as mulheres puderam, né, participar apenas da segunda Olimpíada Era Moderna, porque nós temos 2 eras, né? As Olimpíadas da Era Antiga, the Ancient, and the Modern Olympic Games. E também nós temos também the Summer Olympic Games and the Winter Olympic Games, que tem different sports in different cities, diferentes cidades, etc. E esportes também diferentes.
The Simple Show explains the Olympic Games, Part 1, Olympic History. This is Zeus. Zeus is a Greek god. Okay, calm down. Zeus is the Greek god, the big boss. And Zeus loves it when people admire him. So he has absolutely nothing against it when in around 2000 BC, in a small town called Olympia, the people throw a huge party in his honor. Not only does Zeus get some great presents, but they also hold music and sports competitions. Zeus thinks this is so cool that he decides to have them repeat the Olympic Games every 4 years. The sports competitions are his favorite, at least until the Romans turn up. And the games in their present form are forbidden. Now it's the Romans' turn. So Zeus waits and waits and waits, until finally, Pierre de Coubertin comes onto the scene. Pierre is French and a baron and is convinced that something desperately needs to be done for international understanding. An international sports competition seems like the ideal solution, and in 1896 the first modern Olympic Games are held in Athens. They quickly develop into a global crowd puller. Pierre's plan is a success, thank God. Today in 2012, the Olympic Games are now being held for the 30th time. The torch carriers from Olympia are on their way to London, because only once the Olympic flame is ignited can we shout, "Let the Games begin!" The Simple Show explains the Olympic Games. Part 5, Medals. This is Antonio Pisano. Antonio lived in the 14th century in Italy. Antonio was the first famous medal artist. His medals may have looked a bit like coins, but shopping is not what they were intended for. The medals had a much more symbolic and artistic significance. For example, they were a medium for immortalizing important people and impressive buildings. However, over the course of time, the art of medal design fell by the wayside a little. In 1896, as part of the first Olympic Games of the modern era in Greece, the art of medal design was rediscovered. It was decided that the best sportsmen would receive a silver medal, and those in second place would receive a bronze medal. 12 years later, at the Olympic Games in London, they were joined by the gold medal. Since then, it's been first place gets gold, second place silver, and third place bronze. In all the Olympic Games, over 16,300 medals have been awarded to date. By the way, the country that has won the most medals is the USA. Michael Phelps, the most successful Olympic athlete of all time, is also an American. At the 2008 Olympic Games in China, for example, he won 8 gold medals and broke 7 world records. 7! Michael has now won 14 gold medals in all and is probably starting to feel a little bit like Scrooge McDuck. And the moral of the story is, even though it's nice to take part, winning is simply more fun.
So student, let's study. Open our English book on the page 25. Students, we have this article about the Olympics. We are going to read. Mark the most important words. What do you know? These are my tips. Em português, students, ao ler um texto, as dicas que eu dou é: marque as palavras-chave, começando pelas palavras que você já conhece, aquelas palavras que você, quem pesquisou um pouquinho das Olimpíadas, né? Aquelas palavras que parecem em português, né? Então, tentem realizar esse tipo de leitura, de interpretação ao ler um texto. Não se apavore ao pegar um texto e dizer, eu não sei nada. Passe palavra por palavra e tente identificar. Okay, students? Our exercise today, we are going to read this article and then answer the questions. A. What kind of text is it? Então, o tipo de texto. Tá bem fácil, hein? Esse texto é o que? Ele é uma tirinha? Ele é um conto? Uma fábula? Acho que tá bem fácil de responder, hein? B. What is about? Another easy question. Esse article é sobre o que, students? Is it about summer? Is it about Brazil? Is it about coronavirus? Huh? So, answer on the letter B, what is it about? C, what information can you find in this kind of text, students? So, que tipo de informação nós encontramos em article? Nós temos diferentes artigos, né? Temos artigos científicos, artigos os quais têm o intuito de informar e traz dados, traz números, estatísticas, né? Daquilo que foi, do assunto, né? Que foi transmitido no article. So, que tipo de information que a gente pode encontrar? Dei algumas dicas aí, hein, students? Letter D. Where can we find this kind of text? Onde a gente encontra um article? Onde a gente encontra numa magazine, numa revista, newspaper, em um jornal, internet ou internet. Where can we find? Letter E. What is the source of this text? Qual é a fonte desse texto? Desse article? Para vocês descobrirem isso, sempre olhem no finalzinho do texto, que lá vai ter esse tipo de informação, ok, students? Voltem lá na página 25 e olhem no finalzinho do texto que a informação está lá, ok? Who was the winner of London 2012 Olympic Games? Quem foi the winner? We are the champion. Qual foi o champion? The country. Não, o país vencedor da Olimpíada de 2012. Read the article and answer the question. On the page 26, students, research about BBC stand for. Stand for, o que ela significa, né? BBC, students, the British Broadcast Corporation, né? Do que se trata? Stand for, do que se trata? Trata-se de uma sigla, né? E essa sigla representa um canal de notícias. Here we have the answer and the example. Esse aqui é o canal de notícias da BBC, que também esse ano estreou aqui no Brasil. Até então não tínhamos esse canal. Stop the video and try to copy this answer, okay? Number 20, draw the Olympic symbol. O estudante que pesquisou vai saber como desenhar the Olympic symbol e as colors. It's the end of our class, so it's important to say, please students, é proibida a divulgação desse vídeo para outras pessoas sem ser os nossos colegas da nossa escola, porque as imagens que a teacher retirou do livro, elas são do sistema Mackenzie de ensino, então é proibida a reprodução delas, ok? So, thank you so much for this class. See you. Goodbye.